Hey everybody. Alright, so I'm out here working on the little 400 again. Like I mentioned before, I don't have plans for it other than just get something together and have a motor for a future project. And I believe I mentioned I was, not wanting to get too crazy with it, but at the same time I was not sure what I was going to do, so I didn't want to make it too mild. Anyways, long story short, I know I had mentioned one of these camshafts from Summit, which is I think they call it the LS firing order swap. So it's got the LS firing order rather than the older traditional small block Chevy firing order. And I went ahead and got one, so hopefully. It's kind of larger than I wanted, but it seems to be the smallest one that they have. That's a retrofit for the older first gen small blocks. So 525 on the intake and 520 on the exhaust. That's with the 1.5 rocker. And duration is, where is duration? 50 thousandths, 218, 227. So duration's pretty small. But the lift is kind of high. So we'll see. Again, I don't know what kind of heads I'm going to use. 1 minute I'm thinking I'll put some aluminum. Then I'm thinking I'll just go cast iron. Probably going to be something a little larger. Did mention these pistons are, I believe with the 64cc head it was around 11, a little over 11 to 1, and with like a 72cc maybe. I'd have to go through, it's been a while, and look through the specs again, but just off the top of my head I want to say 72cc is right around 10, 9.8 or something like that. So probably run a larger cc head on it more than likely, so that will help alleviate possibly any valve to piston clearance issues if there are any. I mean, 525 is probably okay, but you never know. Anyways, I'm going on and on here, so point of me turning the camera on is I'm going to put this cam in today, and I did get a Summit timing cover. It's their aluminum. I had this button laying around, but it's got a little something in it. Feels a little rough, so I just went ahead and ordered another button with a locking plate and that stuff. And so I'm going to go ahead and stick this cam in and start measuring, or getting this thing, well, not this one but the new one, cut down so I can get the proper clearance and get the oil pan on. I do have the oil pan. I'm just going to reuse the factory one, but so that's the plan. Just work on that a little bit today and go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this cam in, and when I get a little bit of work done, I will turn this thing back on. Thanks. Alright, so I'm not sure if I mentioned, I don't think I did. This is actually a hydraulic roller. I believe they do make a hydraulic flat tappet for it, but this one is the hydraulic roller. So it's actually, to me, it looks like it's a pretty nice core, pretty nice cam. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that before I do slide it in there. I'm going to go ahead and get some oil all over this thing and slide it in and continue forward. Like I said, when I get some more done, I'll turn it back on. Thanks. Alright, so I got the cam button in there. It's a little dark in here, sorry. Got the tabs rolled over. Got about 10,000 clearance between the front of the button and the timing cover, so everything is tightened up. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of silicone on that gasket, put this cover on, and I will turn this thing back on, and I probably will put the balancer on. I may take the pan off and do that part of it, or I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll just leave for right now, just do the timing cover. Kind of running out of time, so get that bolted down, and I'll come back another day and I'll do the oil pan and all that stuff. So, but anyways, I'll turn this back on in just a minute. Alright, got it on there. I just slid the harmonic balancer in. Pretty sure I can slide in those oil pan gaskets underneath that cover, but if not, I will be pulling that cover back off. But I think I've done it before and it's worked out fine. So, but when I get back out here another day and start doing that, I'll turn this thing on and we'll see if it works or not. Alright, when I come back out here, I'll turn this back on and show you guys some more. Alright, so I'm back out here, going to work on the little 400 small block again a little bit, and as you can see, I've got oil pan gaskets, seals for the end. Went Went and got some little matching for the freeze plug bolts, and I'm going to go ahead and take this pan off. It's just temporarily held on there. Take that off, start laying that gasket down, and get this thing going. I'll turn it back on in just a little bit. Alright, got everything buttoned up on the little 400, got the balancer tightened up, put a timing tab on there as well. As you can see, the oil pan is there. We got oil filter, we've got engine mounts. So at this point I am going to say that we are done with the little 400, at least the bottom end assembly. I don't have any heads. I don't know what I'm going to do for cylinder heads, but for right now I think I'm just going to stick this in a bag, and when I decide to get some cylinder heads and start working on it again, I will go ahead and film that as well. But for right now, we're going to call this 400 small block Chevy bottom end finished. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video.